to grab the radio, trying to honk the horn, anything that she could do, because she knew.
She was struggling to scream. So I threw her down and I held her up from the bed.
And he sexually assaults her there while she is dying and drags her up behind a tree and finishes the job with the big 60, 70-pound rock.
And that's when she died.
The horrific details of the murder shook county officials, and the DA chose to seek the death sentence. But this decision didn't take into account Redding's police denial of Edwin's right to an attorney on the day of his arrest. Under these circumstances, the judge dismissed his confession. Though they knew for sure what had happened, the DA and the detectives were back at square one.
You know, they said, no, look, we got this.
Sure.
We can do it. We have the evidence. If we thought it was a death penalty case before, there's no reason to back down now.
Together, they rebuilt the case from the ground up and presented it to Edwin's defense team. Cornered, they offered the DA a plea deal. If they agreed to drop the death penalty, Edwin would plead guilty and accept a sentence of life without parole. The DA then explained the situation to Kaylee's mother, Julie, and left the final decision in her care.
He explained to me what happens in a death penalty case and the appeals. I would have had to show up to every appeal. As long as he's living on death row, I would be too.
Some choice.
Yeah.
As this was happening, Andrea was eventually released from jail, and all charges against her were dropped. The Redding police never publicly apologized for either her unlawful incarceration or the denial of Edwin's rights that led to the dismissal of his confession.
I just got off of the phone with Andrea's family not just a few moments ago. They did confirm that Andrea has been released by police. Andrea's grandmother, Elizabeth Mays, never believed her granddaughter could have been involved.
She's not a bad girl. She doesn't drink, she doesn't smoke, and we're church people. And so she's a good girl. She doesn't know nothing about the world.
Afterward, the case lingered in court for almost 3 years. Although Edwin pleaded guilty, statements still had to be heard, and even Andrea was asked to speak. But the trauma she carried at the time prevented her from doing so.
This was the first time that I had seen him since everything happened. It was just hard even sitting there because I could see him trying to look over here.
During that period, Andrea fell into a dark hole. She struggled with depression and severe PTSD, slowly becoming a shadow of her former self.
Why is all this happening to me? And I just felt like my life was going downhill. I was just dead for 2 years, and my family will even tell you, like, I was not the same person. I was completely shut down, shut out of life. I didn't have any interests. I didn't want to do anything. And it wasn't until I woke up one day and I was like, you know what? Like, I need to turn myself around. The only person that's going to change this is me. You like start going through a bunch of thoughts in your head, but like you have to like love yourself again and